Nicole moments. I keep stuff to start an IV in my bag. This is me being extra. What's up, good people? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we will be discussing what I carry in my bag as a nurse practitioner. So as you already know, I am a full-time nurse practitioner. I work in long-term care. My primary job is to go into long-term care facilities, and I provide primary care services for the residents in the primary care facilities. So I am traveling in and out of different facilities. I typically go to about 2 or 3 facilities a week, and so I try to get as much in my bag as possible. So this is the bag that I typically carry. This bag here. It holds a lot. It has these straps like this, and then it has this little arm piece, the arm strap. Right now it's empty. I've taken everything out for the most part, so I can show you what I carry in my bag. First off, what I carry on my person, typically I have on a lab jacket and scrubs. In my lab jacket, I carry things in my pockets. The first thing that I carry is my stethoscope, and I usually just kind of put that around my neck. The second thing that I always make sure that I have in my pocket is a post ops. And this is just to make sure that if something happens and I need to be somewhere very acute or there's a change in condition, I'm able to kind of get a baseline of where my member is, what's their oxygen, what's their heart rate. So it can tell you a lot. So I always keep this in my lab jacket. Other thing I keep is a pen. I don't have a pen, but I always keep some type of writing device just in case I need to make notes. On the other pocket, because I keep them separate. So on this side, I keep like my medical stuff. And then on my left side, I keep my personal things. So on my personal side, I keep my lip gloss because nobody wants dry lips. And I keep some moisturizer for my hands because we're constantly washing our hands, sanitizing, and you just need a little moisture, okay? And then I just keep a little bottle of sanitizer like this. It's not that big, but I have a larger one that I just refill. And of course, I sanitize between each patient or each member I see, or if I'm doing something I need to take my gloves off, I sanitize. I'm constantly sanitizing my hands, so I keep that handy so I can kind of grab it when I am going in between rooms and things like that. So these are the things that I keep on my person. The other thing that I carry with me is a portable printer. Now this is my base, my lifeline. I carry this everywhere I go. The company that I work for actually issued this, but when they take it back, I'm gonna go buy me another one. So it's a little printer. It looks like this. The top folds up and you just print your stuff. And so this is really helpful for me, like where I'm seeing a new member, I'm able to print out like their medication list, their demographics, any labs that I may need. I'm able just to kind of print that off for myself. I don't have to rely on anyone else getting me the information I need. I can just get it all out of the chart with my handy dandy printer. So I carry this everywhere I go, in every facility I go in. Most people think it's pretty clever. They're like, oh, she has her own printer. I'm like, absolutely. You have to have your own printer. It would change the game. So if you don't have your own printer, invest, okay? Moving on to the bag. The first thing I carry, of course, a computer, a little laptop. Again, this is issued through my company. So this is the laptop I carry and I use. I've never used a Dell before, but this is what they gave me, so we make it work, okay? This is what we're using. It's not bad, I can't complain. The next thing that I carry is a mouse and the mouse pad. I really do not like using a little track thing with my fingers. I feel like my fingers cramp up and it's just a mess. I don't like using it. I feel like it slows me down. So I just take my little mouse out and kind of get to what I need to get to. I left that at home one day and I was like, oh, it's gonna be a long day. So I always try to carry or try to remember to put that back in my bag if I'm doing work at home, which is very rarely. The other thing that I carry in my bag, this is what makes my bag the heaviest, is this little notebook. So this notebook is another lifeline. It has every form I think that I need in this notebook. It's just so that I am prepared. I don't like going into facilities and I need something and either they don't have it or they don't know who does, and I have to kind of wait for things to be tracked down. So if I need a form, it is in here. I always try to keep it stocked up so that I don't run low. When I'm doing advanced care planning with my members are in here. My DNR sheets are in here. I have like little cheat sheet for my antibiotics, like what antibiotics work well with what type of infection. I have things like that in here to kind of like help me get through the day. Everything is like heavy, it's thick, it's thick. The other thing that I carry where I go is this little paper holder thing. I'm not sure what this is called, but I'm gonna call it a paper holder thing. In this, I carry my rosters when I'm going into the facility to see who I need to see. If there is something acute going on, I need to see if the person is eligible for me to see that day. So all that I kind of keep in my little folder. The other thing that I keep in here are labs. If I'm in a facility and they give me labs and I don't have the opportunity to look at the labs or even put the labs in the system, I'll put them in my folder, and at the end of the week I will make sure that I kind of go through the folder to make sure that everything that needs to be in the computer system is in the computer system, and to make sure that everything that needed to be addressed I've addressed before we end that week. The next thing that I carry in my bag, which is fairly new to me, which I don't know why because I'm a planner, so I don't know why I haven't thought about this sooner, but the next thing that I carry is like this little pocket-sized planner. This has been like a game changer for me because I go to different facilities, and so sometimes I have to remember, like on Monday if I ordered labs, I need to follow back up on those labs. Theoretically, if there's anything acute going on, I should be notified, but I just want to make like notes for myself to say, hey, like, oh, you ordered labs on such and such, make sure you follow back up and document on it. If someone has an appointment, I put this in my book, and it just is just a regular planner. So if something's going on, I'll just write the person's name or their initials and I'll say, hey, I need to follow up. And then again at the end of the week, I'll just go through the week to make sure that I've addressed everything that needs to be addressed, and if there's anything that needs to like follow over to the next week, I'll just put it in the next week. This also helps me keep up with our team meetings if we have a team meeting or something like that. A game changer for me. The next thing that I carry, and I carry this like everywhere I go, this has all of my chargers in it. I just think that it's nice and convenient to have everything right where you need it to be. And so if you need it, you just kind of pick it up and go. So my iPhone charger, my iPad charger is in here. I have like this little portable battery that stays in here, and I keep it charged just in case something goes dead and I'm not able to charge things up. I have that so I can kind of just charge it up and kind of keep going. I have a USB cord in here. This kind of just keeps everything right where it needs to be. And again, I just kind of pick this up and throw it in the bag if I'm going to work, or I carry a different bag when I go to the spa, but if I'm going to the spa, I just kind of pick this bag up and just kind of throw it in the bag. So this is how I keep my on-the-go chargers. Of course, you have to have a little pencil pouch. It's nothing fancy, but it gets the job done. It has pencils, mechanical pencils. It has like permanent markers in here, pens. Again, just so you can make sure that you're prepared. And so I just keep it like that and throw it in the bag. The other things that I keep in my bag, this right here is one of those like Nicole things, because I just rather be over prepared than get somewhere and not be prepared. So this is a Hotspot. I've used this like maybe once, and I keep this because when I go into facilities, I always get on my own hotspot because the facilities Wi-Fi sometimes will like go in and out, and if you're working on something, you don't want to lose your work. But with my company phone, it comes with a hotspot, so I usually connect to that. But for whatever reason, if that's not working, I got the old trusty hotspot. So I keep this in my bag. You can tell it's like boxes all tattered. That's because it stayed at the bottom of the bag, but I'm not taking it out. This is my little hotspot from Verizon. Nicole moments. I keep stuff to start an IV in my bag. This is me being extra. I just like to be prepared. So if I need to go in and start an IV or collect labs, I got everything I need, like different size needles. I have my tourniquets in here. I have alcohol swabs. I have everything I need to kind of get things started. And this is just so when you're in an acute situation, you always want to make sure that you're over prepared. So I just keep this with me, and it's come in handy several times. I've had to replenish this several times from just being in facilities and having to get stuff done when people don't know where things are. It takes a while for people to like find what you need, and you be like, you know what, I got you, don't worry about it, I got it. I do sometimes still collect my own labs. I will still start my own IVs. Not that I necessarily have to, because I just need to like put orders in and let the nursing staff know that that's what I need, but it just helps me keep my skills up. It also ensures that it gets done in a timely manner. I'm not above starting an IV, collecting labs. Listen, how can I help? I'm ready to get it done. We need to get it done. I'm here to get it done. I keep that in my bag. I replenish this often. The other thing that I keep in my bag is gum, just because sometimes the days are long and you're trying to get things done and you just like, oh, I'm hungry. You be having the hungry breath and you just be needing something. So I keep this right here in my bag. I don't take it out. I have gum in my car. I have some in my purse, but this one here stays in my bag. That is what I carry in my bag as a nurse practitioner. If you have any suggestions, or if you think I should be carrying something more than what I'm doing, leave a comment below. Let me know what you're carrying in your bag. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you next time. Bye.